What is up, fellow adventurers? Welcome back to the channel. It is a cold day in East Texas. It's a day that we don't get very often, and that is a day where snow is on the ground. It's on the roofs. It's actually actively snowing lightly. You can't really see it too much. But so that told me that today was the perfect day to review a product for you guys. It's one of my favorite kinds of products. It's a fire pit. But it's not just any fire pit. If you're like me, you understand we're on a budget. So we've got to find a good budget fire pit. Now, if you go out and look at the modern smokeless fire pits, man, they can go for upwards of $300 or $400. And that is not within my budget. But it's past Christmas. My wife came across one. She bought it for me for Christmas. So I'm going to set it up, show it to you guys, let you know what I think about it, give you the price point and things such as that. So cue the intro video and let's check out this adventure. All right, guys, so this is the fire pit, and you can kind of see inside it. It's the Blue Sky Ridge Travel Fire Pit. Now, if it looks a little small, it's because it is. You see kind of my hand. I've got an average size hand, and it's, I don't know, it's a little bit bigger than my hand is as far as lengthwise and such, but it is a smaller travel size fire pit. Now, I live, unfortunately, in the heart of a suburban city. I live right in the middle of town, so having big fires, even having a fire pit in my yard is difficult. I have neighbors who don't care for it when I really have fires. It's legal. I've checked city ordinances. Everything is good. As long as they're in a contained fire pit, you're good here where I live, but still doesn't stop the neighbors from being upset about it. And so one thing I started thinking about was I want a smokeless fire pit. In comes this thing. My wife and I were looking at them. There were so many expensive ones. We found this thing on a Facebook Marketplace ad, and this was $100. And I think right now, they're actually on sale for like $79.99. It's like $80 right now. Now. This thing is really cool because here's what you've got. It all comes in a little carrying case, but these pieces come apart. And we're gonna go set this up outside in a minute. But you see it says Blue Sky there. This is your ash pit, but it also serves as a boot heater or a footstool heater because as the ash falls down, it radiates heat. But then you have your actual fire pit. Your fire pit goes right on top of it. Now this is what's really cool about this thing. It is a quick and easy startup because it doesn't just burn firewood, it also burns the wood pellets for like a wood pellet grill. And so I got a whole bucket of pellets here. Now, personally, I like to start my fires with the wood pellets, but then I like to actually burn real wood in here just because I love the crackling and stuff. But the smokeless, as long as you're using wood pellets, it stays smokeless. If you're using firewood, you just have to keep the wood below these vents right here and it'll stay smokeless so the neighbors won't throw a fit. But even when it does smoke, it doesn't smoke terrible, but I really don't care. So the one thing I will say, and I'll show you this, we're gonna go out here and set it up in my gazebo and get a fire started because it is, wind chill right now is 9 degrees at my house, which is just crazy. But we are gonna set this up and I will show you this though. So this is like a normal size piece of firewood. And you can see it does not fit inside the fire pit. So what you have to basically do is take all of your firewood and split it in half again. And so what you wind up with is pieces this size that will then go down in there. So we're gonna grab my bucket of firewood, we're gonna grab the bucket of pellets, we're gonna grab and go set up this fire pit, and then I'll show you guys this bad boy in action. So basically what this thing calls for is about 2 inches of wood pellets. So we're gonna cover the bottom with about 2 inches of wood pellets. About like that. Now, you can take timing like this your own way. I like the faster way, so I use a little bit of lighter fluid, especially on a day where it's snowing and literally well below freezing outside. Plus, as you saw, my son just got through jumping on the trampoline and he is frozen, so we're gonna use the torch. Hopefully it's gonna light. Oh no. Had to get a lighter that works, but so we got the fluid on there. We're gonna get this thing burning. It does not take long at all for these wood pellets to catch. And we'll start throwing some wood on there, get this fire going, and then I'll tell you guys what I think about it. So basically we got this fire going pretty quick. It didn't take much time at all, these wood pellets. And now while that fire is going good, I'm just gonna basically, just as you would in the other fire, I'm gonna build a stack in here. I'm gonna stack a few, not a little bit too big. Stack a few of these. And doesn't even feel that heat because of the how cold my hands are, but we'll go ahead and build a little stack hopefully without burning my hoodie there. Let my boy warm up. But guys, I cannot recommend this fire pit too much. I absolutely love it. It is generally a smokeless fire pit. We can keep everything below those vents, as I said. Living in the middle of a city, it's phenomenal to have a fire pit like this that I can come outside, but also I can break this thing down. I showed you how it fit together. Throw it in my truck or in the back of my wife's SUV. And anywhere we go, we can have a fire pit with us. Literally, I can keep a ton of firewood because it takes such small firewood packed up in just a tub like this, as well as carrying just a small bucket of wood pellets to keep the fire going. And wherever I'm at, I have a fire. So, and I would absolutely recommend you pick one of these up if you're looking for a fire pit, a smaller smokeless fire pit on a budget. Again, under $100 for a smokeless fire pit is hard to do right now, because I think the solo stove is like $400 for a fire. Just the tabletop solo stove, I think, comes in right around $80. Well, that's what I paid for this travel fire pit, and it is absolutely amazing. We're gonna go ahead and soak this fire up here in Texas, where it has been snowing and it is freezing cold. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Make sure if you want to follow along for more videos, we are going to be planning to put out quite a few videos in 2024, going on some adventures, doing some product reviews, and just having a good time in general. So if you want to know more, follow along, subscribe, like this video. Thank you guys for being a part of the Budget Adventures family. God bless you guys, and we'll see you on the next adventure.